The August long weekend is coming up, and if you're planning ahead and you want to go to the lake, the beach, you're like, I'm going to bring my gadgets and toys along as far as, you know, tech stuff. So how do you brave the waves? Tech expert Elliott Chun from Future Shop is here with some waterproof tech toys. Good morning, Elliott.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. All right,
Thank you.
the first thing we're going to talk about is this exclusive to us as well, right?
Exclusive to the Bell network.
Yeah.
It's home of Canada's fastest LTE network, which is long-term evolution. Fancy way of saying fastest network out there for wireless devices.
Okay.
Here we've got the Xperia Z smartphone. It's an Android phone made by Sony. Okay. And what's really cool about this, as well as the tablet that we'll look at momentarily, is they're backed with Bravia engines.
Oh, okay.
And Bravia is Sony's proprietary engine that gives that beautiful display that first originated on TVs.
Nice.
Here it is in smartphone and tablet format. And I think the real reason why we're here is because of the fact that it's water resistant.
Yeah.
And what's really cool is it can withstand up to a meter of being dunked underwater. So those clumsy people that tend to drop their phones, maybe along the seawall it falls into Falls Creek, you can fish it out, it'll still be okay.
So this phone, I mean, I'm nervous. It's out today. It's brand new.
Yeah, it's out today at any Bell store, and you can also get it at Future Shop starting next week at retailers like Future Shop. But I encourage you to dunk it. Yes,
you encourage me to dunk this?
It's recording a video right now, and let's see it still work.
All right, so
moment of truth.
Good luck to you, little phone. Oh my gosh, it hurts to do that, Elliott.
But hey, guess what? I don't know if you can see that, but you can see it's still recording, still functional, and as long as you hit record beforehand, you can still get things to work.
Let me just make sure are you okay? Thumbs up.
And believe it or not, 2 in 5 Canadians have dunked a phone in either water or sand. So
that many?
Great reason to get this.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So but let's be clear. There's a limit, right? 2 meters, you were saying?
There is actually 1 meter.
1 meter.
And 30 minutes. So if you do dunk that water, say in the ocean, you want to definitely try and get it out within 30 minutes.
How did they do it, Elliott? I can't believe it. They also have tablets too.
They do. So it's only just the beginning. So Sony Xperia Z has also come out with the Sony Xperia Tablet Z.
Nice.
And this is also an Android operating system, the latest and greatest from Sony. This also just released. It's one of the thinnest smartphones on the marketplace. And here we can get back to the home screen just down here.
Okay. Oh, see, I was looking for buttons and stuff like they have in the iPad.
It's all about the touch now, my friend.
Okay.
So this is the latest tablet. As I mentioned earlier, it's one of the thinnest tablets on the market, 6.9 millimeters. Super powerful operating system. It's got the Jelly Bean operating system there.
Hey, jelly beans.
And what's really cool about this device, if you have that with another, what they call an NFC device, or near field communication, it's a fancy way of saying you can touch this against another NFC device to either work things or transfer files. So for example, this phone and the tablet could go clickety-click.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
That's cool.
It's really easy. And that can also be submerged in water, believe it or not, with the same type of characters.
I don't know about this, Elliott. I mean, our friends at Bell are watching, and they're like, "What are you doing, dunking this stuff?" And they're encouraging us, right?
And that's another good point. You could also take this full time to go if you do add it to the Bell network.
Okay. So we're talking about waterproof gadgets. We're also talking about life-proof gadgets too. What do you mean by that, Elliott?
Yeah. So Lifeproof is really leading the way. It's one of our best-selling smartphone cases at Future Shop ever since it launched. Reason being is for all those clumsy Canadians. 2 in 5 Canadians have dropped their phone in the water and sand.
As you said,
And so these are dust-proof and waterproof cases.
Oh, okay.
And basically made for Apple devices, for Android devices. And they just came out with something called the Nude. And that's actually this bigger packaging behind you here.
Did you say nude?
Nude, because your screen is actually nude. So if you have your iPhone 5 in there, there's a waterproof seal that goes around the screen.
Oh, okay.
And the criticism that happened with the first generation smartphones is there may be a little bit less sensitivity with the touchscreen itself. But now with the Nude, it's basically your screen's exposed, but everything else is protected.
Got it.
And you're good up to 6.5 feet underwater.
Can I dunk this?
Absolutely.
I just want to dunk everything I can. Why not get in there? Okay, well, let's go. What else have you got?
Well, please, if you will, I've got some of my favorite 90s music going here. Monster's leading the way when it comes to water-resistant headphones. So here we've got iSport Strive, and they also have the iSport Thrive, and there's basically 2 different models that are water-resistant, sweat-resistant. So if you happen to be out in the rain or you happen to be jamming out and you get poured on, your headphones are still going to be okay. And I think the really cool example with these guys is if you actually happen to leave these headphones in your pocket and perhaps you do your laundry with your gym shorts, they'll still be okay. So you're looking very stylish.
I love it.
So the iSports, again, they come in 2 models. This is an entry-level model, and they also have a higher-end one as well.
Okay, cool. Nice. What's next?
Next, we have a Stylus Olympus TG630 digital camera. And not everyone wants to take their smartphone to the beach or to the water.
Yeah.
But this is a great way to be dust-proof and waterproof, all-in-one easy device, reasonably priced too at about $200. And this too can also be submerged in water. It's basically a very shock-proof, waterproof, dust-proof camera, and it's basically
Aamer and
be good to go
Elliott
to catch all. Exactly.
Exactly.
It'll be great to capture all your memories and not have any worry of getting it ruined.
Some people might be like, well, why do I need a camera now? You know, like a separate camera. I got my phone, but as you were saying, you want to protect your phone and just kind of head out there and use it that way.
That's right, and up to 16 feet submerged in water.
Before we get there, you got to know how to get there, right?
That's right. So Magellan's come out with an Exploris 310 GPS device, basically. Okay. And this is great for remote areas. Let's say you're in Kelowna, you're doing some trails, and you don't have much cellular service. And you also want to save on your battery, so this is a great device to carry with you. It's also waterproof and shockproof, easy to port around, and it can withstand some water as well. Let's dunk it in the bowl.
What about the camera? In the bowl?
Sure, why not? Right. And those are all powered on too, by the way, so.
Oh my God.
They're all having a little party there.
Yeah, and what about this? Last but not least, we don't have much
feel free to try it on if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
This is the Dyka-Pack waterproof case for DSL cameras. So basically, there's a Velcro adhesive up here.
Oh, that's why our camera guys are gathering around. They're very excited.
You've got your fingers that can go in here to control the lens. You put your finger in here to take pictures. And this is also good up to 16 feet submerged in water. So take that with you when you're in your next scuba driving excursion. Get those nice shots that you see in National Geographic and have your own experience.
Elliott will be back tomorrow with some gadgets that will keep your kids entertained for the summer road trip. So stick around for that. In the meantime, back in a moment. Elliott, nice job.
Hey, thanks. Good time.